Welcome to CAD/CIM Technologies.
Hi everyone and welcome to this series of Revit 2027 updates by CAD/CIM Technologies, where we will explore the latest updates and enhancements in Revit 2027 designed especially for architects, engineers and BIM professionals. So in this series, we will break down every important features of date, whether it's improvement in modeling documentation, collaboration or performance. You will not only understand what's new, but also how to use it in real project. Let's get started with our first update. So in this particular video, we are going to know or learn about the existing by room and by segment tool that was added in the previous version. There is an enhancement in this particular tool, which we will discuss, and also we will see a new feature that has been added to this particular tool in 2027. So what are we going to cover? We are going to cover the new way of creating walls by room, and by segment has been moved to the sketching tools now. And also we will look into the opportunity for creating the walls by room and by segment on non-room bounding elements. So let's go to Revit and see what are these updates and new features in Revit 2027. So in Revit, you can see this model that I have used to explain you about the update in the two tools, that is room by segment and place room by room. There are two tools over here. Now what is the update over here? Now these two tools are moved in the draw panel. Previously it was basically in a different panel. It was there in Revit 2026. But now these two tools, which is room by room and place by segment, these two tools are now in the sketching environment. Now let us quickly see what these tools basically do and what are they. Another very interesting thing is that in the constraint panel, you can see that only one tool is there, which is the auto join. Previously for joining there were two tools. Now there is consolidated trivet as consolidated into the one tool. So what will happen if we click on the auto join option and then use these two tools, either of them, and if you do not use the auto join option, what will be the repercussion on these two? Let us go with an option where we are not choosing the auto join option. So let us go with the Revit place by room. I mean this tool called place by room. Choose it. And so it will look for a closed boundary. And here you can see that you can select any one of the types from here and the room will be placed. Now here you can see that you can basically modify these created walls and change the height as you can do. But here you can see the wall which is created is not joined to the existing wall from where this wall has been created. So if we create any openings like door and window, it will not cut through the existing. You can see that it's not cutting through the existing main wall, or if we select the main wall for creating the door here, it will not cut the wall which is created. Now if we want to basically cut through both of the walls, so what we need to do is we need to go for a joining option. Now how do we do that joining option? Now let us go for the wall. Let us say again, let us remove all of these options here, all of these walls over here, take the wall tool, select place by room and go for auto join option. And here we are. So you have a place by room, and you can see that the wall is now joined, and you can individually select the wall, and there is no parting lines over here. So once you create door or a window opening, it will cut through both of the walls. So that is basically something very interesting that was there in the previous version. But the auto join option has been now only one tool has been placed in a different panel over here. Now what has Revit done is it has moved all the options from the options part you can see here to the ribbon over here. So we will discuss about this in a separate video of the enhancements in Revit. Now let us go with another option. Let us see, this is the wall, which is basically a partition wall, low height partition wall, which is in having a height of round, let us say 1200 millimeters from the level. Now here this wall is a non-room bounding wall. It is just a partition wall. You can see that it is a non-room bounding wall, and which is a low height partition, and we can have some entrance or something kind of opening to access it. Let's say I have an opening to access to this particular space now here to make it non-room bounding. So select this wall, and you can have this option as non-room bounding. So if you clear this checkbox, this wall will be non-room bounding. Now what will happen is when you create this by room over here, let's say you can see that this particular wall is now considered while creating the walls under the non-room bounding option. Now here in this scenario, we have removed the opening from the low height partition. Now if you look into this tool again, if I use this place by room or any place by segment, you would see that here. If I click here, it is basically considering the non-room bounding wall. So this is the new update in Revit 2027 as in case of a wall, which is room bounded or non-room bounded. And what is the scenario if we use the place by room and the place by segment tool in Revit 2287? Thank you for watching this video. Hope you have liked it. Please like the video and subscribe our channel, as well as please share this update with as many as people so that people can be aware what's new or update in Revit 2027. Thanks once again.
Thank you. Catch you in the next video.